Hey Martin, we're about to break down your clip. Basically, the rundown of what I read here is you're trying to figure out why your back ones are different from your SWAC ones due to the speed of rotation. So we'll go and give that a look. And also you're scrubbing on your front freeze off a flat. So we'll go and look at it, see where you can go and improve and dial in. I think that's back one. And yeah, that's SWAC one. So we'll just go break those down really quick. Do, 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 do. So it's going to be a little bit hard with the POV footage. Uh, so nice. Body's completely turned as you're popping. So when you're popping up, leaving off your tail, good extension, eyes down, facing backwards, looking up, nice, not washing out. That was good. Here's the SWAC one. Okay, immediately I can notice something that's super subtle, and this is really common for SWAC ones because it feels way more uncomfortable. And that's just you're leaving a bit more flat based. You can see that you're missing that little bit of pop up. So if we go and look at your SWAC one here, you're going and your board's remaining completely flat, even a little bit nose down here, coming off that side hit, making you just go and move around. You're not getting too much air because of it. Where when we go and compare that to your back one, you're coming in and you're getting, oh, I skipped too much. We're gonna try to find a better system for this in the future so we have better quality. Okay, let's just find the single frame. You're coming up and you're extending, and you can see your weight is set over your back foot. This is making it so you're going to go, did I miss the takeoff actually? Rewind. Okay, basically what I'm saying here is your takeoff, it has your weight set over your back foot. So you can see your hips are shift over into your back foot. So when you pop off, you have your pressure extending off your tail. This is making it so you extend like this, slightly back directly. So like if you're here, you're taking off like this, was exactly what you want on a backside spin because it's just going and putting more power in your board. And it also will help off jumps because it'll make you match the takeoff. For here, you can see your weight's loaded onto your front foot, you're pushing up and you're shifting your back foot, but your body's compromised. You're not that tall, fully extended form that you're getting if your normal back ones. So then when you pop up, your nose isn't getting that little bit of air time. It's just making you go sort of through the jump, not even getting that air time. I'll go and demonstrate with some body form after we cover this front free. Some front ones, some front fives. So now with like front five, we're getting into some butter territory. So my knowledge of like what's textbook is going to be slightly different, but let's go and break down what we can see here. So for front free, popping up, buttering. Yeah, so this is turning into like more of a butter into a front free. That's really normal. It's really hard to go and hold a heel edge and generate snap for a front free off of a flat ground. But what we don't want to see is that little bit of pull back afterwards. You can see you just have a bit too much momentum. So you just need to shift your rotation to being a little bit more under rotated, hold the blind landing a little bit longer, dig in the toes more, and just hold that position a bit longer because you don't want to be washing out your heels like that. It just hurts flow. And this one you're rotating like a whole 180, then popping up 5. So that's going to be really hard to go and avoid with your front frees and front fives off the ground because it's a hard axis to like wind up and generate snap out of without letting your board rotate under. So what I'd recommend doing for that is going and digging in your heel edge and then cutting across the slope. So instead of trying to go straight down the slope, popping a front free, it'll be easier if you start across the slope because that'll just give you a bit more platform to like lean your edge into so that you can pop up. And it's going to be also harder to turn uphill. So just go and practice doing your front frees going along the slope. And then after you get that feeling really locked in, it should be easier to transition it to down below the slope. And then the thing you need to focus on is when you're doing it, make sure you're not going up, spotting, and like looking up right after a spot because that's what's causing you to wash out. So just go and hold that spot a little bit longer. You can even under rotate a little bit, dig in that edge, land it, hold it, feel the impact, and then slowly look up and channel it through. And then for the back one, SWAC one, what I'm trying to get at is your back one, you're leaving off like this. Your body's extending off of that back foot. This is great form. Where your SWAC one, you're coming up and you're sort of crumpling and you're leaving like this. See, it's not like too big of a difference, but your weight is shifted either flat base or slightly over your nose at some point. So then when you pop up, it's more like that, a quick motion versus getting that full extension up and over versus. So those are the differences between your SWAC one and back one. And for the front free, go across the slope and work on getting that heel edge and pulling that blind landing a little bit longer, adding in a little bit of more toe pressure and under rotation if you're still struggling to go and hold it on that toe edge. But looking good, man. Keep it up.